Alright, so Jojo has a lot of stands, and a few of those stands are time-based, so how about I rank them? But not necessarily on who's the strongest, but just the time-based stands that I would like to use most often, and would like to have in everyday life. Just know that the list is talking about stands that directly affect time, and not abilities that just, for example, take something from the past or make something happen in the past again. It's just stands that directly affect the time in the universe. At the very bottom of the list, I have Killer Queen Bites the Dust. First of all, I don't know Hayato at all, as he is a fictional character. Nor do I care as much as Kira for someone knowing my name, so that part of the ability just really doesn't matter to me. But even if you ignore all of that and just consider the time reversal ability, of just you can go back in time for 1 hour, the ability would still just be at the bottom of the list for me, since I'm not really a fan of that. 1 hour just feels like way too much time to reverse, especially when I don't remember anything at all that would happen in that 1 hour. So what would happen is me going back 1 hour just to do the same thing all over again, most likely, since an hour is just way too long. The only scenario I could possibly see using this ability is if I really feel like I wasted an hour of my life. Then I could just have my ability activate and go back 1 hour, but it's most likely that I'm just going to waste the 1 hour again, since I don't remember the fact that I wasted an hour. So if anything, time would just loop over and over and over again, and honestly I would like to proceed at some point. I know I would think that, but that's pretty much just a waste of an ability if I'm just gonna go back again and then back again and then back again just to move forward like nothing happened. So yeah, Killer Queen Bites the Dust definitely in the bottom of this list. Second to last, I have Made in Heaven, and its ability is to speed up time astronomically. And frankly, I don't want to see the end of the universe, so I wouldn't want this ability at all. Though, to be honest, that would still be above Bites the Dust, since I would prefer the end of the universe than just reversing time over and over and over again. But even if you just consider the fact that the ability would be you can make time move faster, it would still be second to last, since honestly speeding up time for me just feels really useless. I know it might just be a me thing, but it's my list. But yeah, speeding up time is useless for me, since for me it's really just taking away from your life, and I'd rather try to spend every second for as long as it is rather than just speeding it up. The only time I can really see Made in Heaven being a valuable ability is if you're just waiting for something to end and you're just standing there and you're just trying to kill time. That would be the only scenario I could see. But to be honest, I feel like you can do a lot with that time to kill. It's really just a matter of finding what to do, and yeah, everyone just remember to enjoy life how it is right now, and don't try to finish it quickly. And 82.2% of you can enjoy it by subscribing to my channel. Next up, I have King Crimson, which I guess also includes Epitaph in its ability, So pretty much what they do is that Epitaph sees into the future for 10 seconds, and King Crimson is able to remove that time. Like Made in Heaven, I'm not totally a fan of this because I don't really like wasting the time that we get so little of, but Epitaph is pretty useful since I can see the future. Though I'm not really sure if you're able to change what's there, which is kind of a bummer, but I still find the erasing ability more useful than Made in Heaven. Since, let's say, I'm in a sticky situation with my back against the wall, King Crimson would be really useful here, since with Bites the Dust, it's possible that I would just reach the same situation, and with Made in Heaven, I could probably dodge whatever is happening, but overall, King Crimson is just way more valuable and safer to me than the other two, and yeah, it's just above both of them. So now we're getting to the stands that I find really useful, with Star Platinum and the World, who are grouped together because they are the exact same stand, with maybe the only difference being that Star Platinum is stronger because, you know, Dio is a vampire and they were matched, so it's possible that the stand Star Platinum itself is stronger, but either way, both stands use Time Stop as their abilities, which is really useful. It's always good to just stop time and possibly do something quicker, or even just mess around in the stopped time. And I think it should be fairly obvious why I put Time Stop as a valuable ability, since you can really just do whatever for a few seconds, and yeah, it's just really useful. However, the number one spot on our list is a stand that doesn't even belong to a main protagonist or antagonist, as number one is Mandom, which gives you the ability to go back in time for 6 seconds. Now, I know why you're asking why the two stand abilities that go back in time are both in the bottom and on the top of this list. Well, it's because of the amount of time that comes with the abilities. 1 hour just feels like way too long, while 6 seconds for me just feels like a good enough time to where you can react to a situation easier and make a better call quicker. Especially if you just did a little mess up, it's good to always just go back a few seconds rather than like a full hour. But yeah, I myself am a person who does make a lot of mistakes, so a stand like Mandom would be really good to me. And even though it's unknown whether or not you can really need to use the watch to go back to 6 seconds, but honestly, if you had to use the watch and you couldn't just do it by force, Mandom would still be number one on this list just because of how useful the stand would be in my day-to-day life.